Well, it's Lara Fabian time. First reaction, first time I've heard it, but there is a story behind this, so stick with me, guys. Looking forward to this so much. I know she's singing and you all go mad at me, but how can I do the reaction if I don't stop her? As much as it pains me. When I first saw Lara Fabian, it was with Je suis malade, which was just stunning. It still sticks with me, and I must have listened to it 20 times. And then Yentl, which again, 20 times. This comes from a connection with DIMASH, but it's just her emotional presentation that I'm looking at. And just stick with me because it's stunning. Yeah, stunning. I know you know this. I don't.
All my dreams surround you. I see and I touch your face. I fall into your embrace. When the time is right, I know you'll be in my arms.
So, all the Lara fans, someone sent me a documentary, which I did watch, and whatever it was clips or just put together, and it really talked about what happened in the 90s when Lara Fabian had been discovered and was getting songwriters behind her, and she had artistic control, and there was the whole going to America to explode onto the scene, and things were kind of politicized and competing interests from other artists on the label at the time, huge artists. And I kind of wondered to myself, would I have heard about her had that happened? Yes, because when a record label takes you and wants to put you worldwide, not just European and that European nationality, that region, when they want to put you worldwide, you're going to hear about them, especially here in the UK, because Sony America, Sony UK. So that was really interesting. And then the politics and the story, the bitterness, that's not really what I want to celebrate. What eventually I've got to her now, I'm one of millions that she has. But the reality is, I'm not watching her because I think I did a compare and contrast when I first heard her, and I was saying, I can see Barbra Streisand. And then I did Yentl, and then I said, now I can see why. And I got quite a few not so nice messages saying, stop doing that, stop comparing, the greatest voice on the planet to Barbra Streisand. And I wasn't. And I wouldn't compare her to anyone, the same as I wouldn't compare her to other great singers. Yeah. Lara Fabian isn't the only great singer in the world. I'm sorry to disappoint everybody. Yeah, and she's not the only great female singer in the world. Again, I'm sorry to disappoint everybody. But do I think she's personally amazing? Do I find it stimulating emotionally and musically to watch? Yes. And I go to Elizabeth, the charismatic voice, and Rick Beato to get an idea of tunes and breakdowns. And I can think to myself, wow, how does she do all that breath control for the chest voice and head voice? I can kind of tell a difference now, which is cool. But Jesus, what I know is not even that much compared to Elizabeth at the charismatic voice, who also is a musician. But it's the emotional presentation. And I had DIMASH in my mind with the piano and this. And they're separate but equal in that it's really cool how he does it. But she makes me feel like she's singing about her music and the love of her life all in one. Like with Je suis malade, it wasn't her song, but I can still see her singing it. And I've heard the other singer, Serge, I've heard him sing it. So it's so interesting the way she presents emotionally. And then how she projects her voice is beyond me, at my understanding. And those little idiosyncratic things she does where she's in with the music and the timing. Like, I'm sure she could do rock songs. I'd love to know if she's ever done, being on stage with a rock band and sort of belted out a heavier rock song. And I don't mean like Metallica, but you know what I mean, like a rock song. So that would be interesting if she's done that. But stunning. So anyway, guys, don't kill me just because I compared it to someone else. Until next time, take care, everybody.